Can I ask you some questions? We're good.
Okay.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. Jonathan Dawson. Quick tutorial, though, Jeff, because I know you don't do these very often. That's the lens, so that's actually what you want to look into.
Okay.
That little dot over here.
Yeah.
If you look at the screen, that's just you being vain. No need to do that. You don't need to know what you look like. You already know what you look
That's
like.
right.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. I'm sitting here with Jeff Baker, a gentleman who I wanted to interview and introduce you to because, hey, Scott, good to have you. Kimberly, welcome to the stream. So, Jeff, it's fair to say, I think you even said that so far this year, leading up to last month, you had been averaging right around 35 cars a month.
Correct. That's my normal month.
That's your normal
35,
month.
Right.
And you sat through a class with me 2 months ago that got underneath your skin a little bit. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, you called me out in front of everyone.
I called you out.
Yeah.
And last month you ended up, if I remember correctly the numbers, you ended up selling 62 but delivering 59. Is that accurate?
59 delivered with 3 parked around back because the people were out of town at the beach.
So we
it was
couldn't do the
Labor Day
deliveries, but-
weekend. That's right.
62, 59 delivered. We'll call it 59 because we're not cheaters, but yeah. So, all right. So thanks for joining into the stream, guys. I want to explore a few things with you that you can take away from how does somebody go from 30, 35 cars a month to basically almost doubling that in a single month. What were the shifts that happened? I want you to pay attention to this. I hope that you can take away something from it. And obviously feel free to ask some questions as well. Michael, good to see you. Robert, good to see you. Eric, Paul, Matt, thanks for joining the stream. Let's get into the interview with Jeff. So Jeff, I think it's important that we give people a little bit of context first. So let's give just a quick backstory. How long have you been in the business? How long at this location? So people understand, the 35 cars a month, where's that coming from?
Right. Well, my dad was a car salesman all my life, and I grew up in the car business.
Okay.
We had a little buy here, pay here a lot through high school.
Okay.
Graduated high school, got married, had to
Yeah.
get a real job, and I came to Tuscaloosa Toyota 25 years ago.
So been in the business, retail sales, 25 years.
Right.
At this location, 25 years.
Same store, 25 years.
So the idea of you selling 35 cars a month, I would say that's almost reasonable, if not expected.
Correct.
What honest or percentage, though, is 35 cars a month? Is it basically just take care of your database?
Yes, I'm 100% repeat and referral.
Okay.
I don't do the up system. I don't.
Yeah. So you're not on the internet team. You're not on the up system. It's
Right.
just take care of your database and you sell your cars.
Right.
Okay. If that's the case, my question is, when psychologically did you hit what you now refer to as being stuck at 35? When did 35, when did that become a normal number for you?
Actually, I was happy to get back to 35. I was 35 to 40 before the 2008, 2009 crash.
Okay.
And
so
I
10 years ago.
Yeah, and so it took a few years to get back to 35, but I guess somewhere psychologically I thought, hey, I'm back now, because that was my previous best
Yes.
average, and getting back to that average, I thought, hey, I'm back, I'm doing it.
And how long have you been at that back to 35 number?
Since 2011 or 12.
So it's
12.
fair to say you've been cruising, plateaued.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we have a conversation. So this is the part that I want you to pay attention to, because this is the psychological part that's important. Managers who are listening to this, you have people who plateau at different levels. He happened to plateau at 35. Most of you would be content plateauing at 35. I think it's fair to say you were content plateauing at 35.
Oh, yeah. It was, and I told someone the other day, they had asked me, what was I doing differently this month? How are you doing what you're doing? Because I was selling 4 and 5 a day every day. And I told him, I said, I'm committed. I made a commitment to work and do this. And I set a goal to, my goal was 50. I don't know if I told you that.
Yeah.
My goal was 50. I'd done 49 twice
In your career.
years ago, back before 08,
Yeah.
back when it was really good. But I couldn't break 50. So my goal was, hey, I'm going to break 50. So I set, no off days. I'm going to just do everything I can to just, talk to do everything I can to do that. And just really buckled down and blew past 50 like 2 or 3 days ago. That was pretty cool. But what was the question you was asking me?
No, that's fine. So here's the next question I want to ask, because this is the part that I think is relevant for all of you watching this, especially you salespeople watching this. There was a point where he had hit a number in his head that made sense to him, that was comfortable, that was a good living,
Yes.
right? It's good income, everything's
Right.
good. Nothing needs to change.
Right.
But he's in a class with me, and I have a conversation, or basically I call him out, and something strikes a chord with him that makes him go, that's not good enough anymore. I'm going to change. Can you try to bring people into the loop? What was the gist that caused, what happened that made you go, all right, 35 is no longer acceptable?
Well, it was just like you're saying. If I can do 5 a day, a couple of times a month, I can do, or 7 a day, I can do that. And just you're telling us about how as long as you have a steady stream of customers coming to you, a 5-car day is not out of the ordinary. And 5-car day, 5 days in a row, or a 4-car day, every day of the week, was all of a sudden just not that hard to do with getting the.
So it started though in your mind, and this is the part I want to. This is the takeaway. If you're taking notes, this is the actual thing I want you to write down. Okay, so if you've been listening, if you can take a note, this is the part I want you to try to write this part down. Here's the part that I need you to get. Whatever your personal best has been ever in your career, whatever that number is. So like for some of you, it's a hat trick. For some of you, it's 4 cars, 5, 7, whatever that number is. That personal best times the number of work days this month. So for example, let's say you have Sundays off plus a day off a week. This month you have 21 work days. So if your personal best is 5 cars in a month, in a day, if that's the best you've ever done is 5-car day, and there's 21 work days, your actual mathematical potential becomes 105. He's doing the math.
So what is that?
5 times 105, or 5 times 21.
5 times 21.
It should be 105.
Yep, 105.
Okay, so the point is, if you've had 5-car days before and you have 21 work days, your mathematical actual potential is 105.
Yeah.
So if you set a goal of 30 on a month that you have the potential mathematically to do 105, you're setting a goal of less than 30% of your actual potential.
Well, and you remember, I argued with you. I was like, there's not enough time in the day. I can't do it. I'm doing all that I can. And I realized halfway through the month that I've been just easily doing 35 a month.
That's right.
And that's what really got me was, hey, I'm doing this 35 a month easy. I just had to push myself. I had to and until I heard you doing those kind of numbers at me, saying I got potential of what 160 or something.
I think your actual mathematical potential was 160, but you set a goal of 30.
Yeah.
So this is where the math comes in, and this is where it's really important for you to be honest with yourself. If you've had let's say a 3-car day, and this is a 21 workday month, then you have a real mathematical potential of 63. Well, we had a lady in the class today who set a goal this month of 15.
Right.
So if your mathematical potential is 63, but you set a goal of 15, you're setting a goal, I think it was 23%.
Yeah, 23.
So she's setting a goal that's 23% of her potential. Well, anytime you set a goal to do 23% of your potential, you're probably not going to grow that much. And that's basically what you had been doing to yourself.
Yeah.
Your mathematical potential was 160 or something, 180, but you kept setting a goal at 30. So you weren't asking your brain to come up with a way to move towards the 160.
Right. And in my mind, doing 35 a month, I was busy. I was.
I know what
I'm saying. In my mind, I was busy with everybody in the business.
You argued with me, and I think here's what he said. This is why it's important psychology. Here's what he actually said in the class. Something along the lines of, John, I've been here for 20-something years. I'm the number one salesperson. I think I know what's possible out of this store, and I'm telling you, hitting numbers like you're talking about, where you're saying I could be at 40, I could be at 50.
Yeah.
The market's not there. The processes aren't there. Yeah. The team's not there. There's
not
enough time in the day.
That's what I said. There's not enough time in the day
to sell 50 cars in a month. It's not even possible.
Right, because I thought I was busy at 35. I saw last month how non-busy at 35. I mean, that's easy. So that's what's going to be weird now is going into these months where I know I can do 59 now, or I know I can do 60. So what do I do now?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. What do I do?
I'll raise that bar.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put you on the spot. I'm going to ask you to make a public declaration.
Right.
You've tasted 60.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you psychologically think you've actually done 62, or do you only think you've done 59? What do you give yourself credit for, honestly?
Actually, there was 4 splits I had to split that month too, so really it was closer to 65. If cars that I sold.
Okay, so in your own psychology, because that's what matters, do you think you hit 65, or do you think you hit 59? What do you honestly give yourself?
I'm 59.
So you're hard 59 because that's what
59.
delivered.
That's right.
On the board, that's what it.
That's
okay,
right.
So there you go. So 59. I need you to tell everybody, putting you on the spot, a new number that now needs to be.
Well, I was at my personal best ever was 49 forever.
Yeah.
That was my 4-minute mile, and I blew past that. So
right.
I'm going to say 60 is the next number.
No, stop. You've done 65 technically.
No, 59.
59 on the board, but
right.
65 technically.
Yeah.
Don't give me 60. That's weak sauce. Come on. Pick something scary.
Well, actually, I told somebody 2 nights ago. I said 70 was the next number.
So then why are you holding back on me?
Because I figured being here 2 more months, going, hey, have you done it yet? Have you done it yet?
All right, 70 is the new number. So he's got it now 70. All right. So I want to see what questions maybe some of these guys have. So guys, if you've got some questions, I'm going to try to read through here and see what some of the questions you've typed in. I appreciate you guys being on the stream with me here. Let me see if anybody's got some questions. Also, I do think it's important. You've been on Cellcology for how long as access to Cellcology?
We went to Birmingham, what was it, a year ago? When did we sign up?
I think
it's been long.
No. I think you went to my sales seminar about a year ago, not quite a year, and then you guys signed up a few months after that. So I think you've been on. Actually, I think you've only been on Cellcology for 6 months.
Yeah, it's about 6 months.
Okay. Tell everybody real quick, because sorry, a little self promotion, a little shameless self promotion. I have a Cellcology sales seminar coming up, like he went to. I've got one of those coming up next month. So there's one next month, the 16th, in Atlanta. A little selfish promotion.
Hey, let me
Yeah.
just, like I mentioned to you that time, and to be honest, I want to say using maybe 10% of your stuff.
Yeah.
And I did this. Imagine what if I just really was doing 50% of your stuff.
Yeah.
And so the stuff works. It does. And what I say about the non-believers and the people out there. I mean, the only thing that's really changed is this stuff, and you've pushed me, and.
So you're a 25-year car veteran. It'd be easy for you to say, I don't need to be going training.
Right.
But you sat through the class today.
Right.
You could say, I don't need the training. I'm not the guy that this is for, but you're sitting there taking notes.
Oh, I came in today to
Yeah.
do training.
Oh, you were not coming in today?
I mean, no.
Oh, that's right. You got in at 3 a.m. You weren't.
That's right.
Yeah, he got in from last night from 3 a.m. So yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But anyways, thank you for sharing and telling everybody a little bit about your story. For managers who are watching this, who are looking at Cellcology, but they have some veteran guys, what would you tell them?
I would say definitely get them involved in it, because, I mean, it's the psychology part of this. We talked about how you can train on product, you can train on process, but to train on how to create repeat and referral business. All these things that I've gone to all the years, all these Toyota training things and all that, they always train on those other things. And I've always brought up, why don't you train on repeat and referral business? Because that's what the top guys in the room, their sales are coming from repeat and referral business.
That's right.
And that's what you're doing, and it's definitely working.
There you go. All right, guys. Hey, listen, throw in some comments if you want to. Jeff might hop in and add some comments to it.
Oh, wait, I do have something.
Oh, please.
Something outside of my box, because being here 25 years, I've kind of set in the ways, but I did some Facebook videos, and unbelievable, had 10,400 views.
On one of them.
On one video. That's crazy.
And
that's long-term stuff there. That's not just for the month of August.
Right, that's long-term benefit.
That's long-term people that
prior,
know me.
Prior to Cellcology, were you doing that?
Oh, no. Didn't even consider that.
Right?
Yeah, no. That's right.
Yeah.
So, pretty cool stuff. And, talking to the managers, do it, sign them up. It works.
Yeah, appreciate you, man.
All right.
So thanks, guys, for tuning into this. I hope you're encouraged. You all have a plateau. It seems justified. It's a lie. You're lying to yourself. You're all telling yourself a big fat lie about why you can't get past this number, why it's not possible in your store, blah, 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 lie. Once you call out the lie and challenge yourself, set a number out there that scares you. Ask a number that's big. Make it the kind of goal that you're almost afraid to tell anybody about it. Because that's the kind of goal that, as one of my friends says, you need to set a goal that is so compelling that it requires the best version of you to show up to meet the goal. And that's when you'll find yourself digging deep into your own determination and your own focus, and that's when you'll find the reserve that you need and the resources that you need. And then on top of that, if Cellcology can be a benefit to your store, get your GM or dealer to reach out. Get us in your store. Psychology makes a difference. Not just process, not just product, not just word tracks. It's up here. If you understand, this is what's keeping you from hitting your goals. This little thing up here, your own psychology and the psychology of your customer. If you believe that, I don't know of anybody else that's going to help you like Cellcology. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little interview. Thank you, Jeff, for taking the time. I love helping people have breakthroughs. Take care, guys. Bye.